Hello, everybody, and welcome to Akuban Nights. How are you guys doing this evening?
Hi, I'm a hobo.
That's a wonderful introduction to you.
Best kind of wizard.
I'm a hobo wizard. Ah!
You're not a murder wizard. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's good to be back, everybody. I know we haven't been gone very long, but I feel like it's been long.
Good to be
What
back.
a start.
What a start. So last we left, you guys, half the party became the brides of a barbarian, of a lovely barbarian lady.
Rada the barbarian.
Yes. And the other half of you, I guess, sort of just watched.
Neal, you didn't fix the cams.
God damn it, I didn't fix the cams. No, none of you are in the right place. I'm so sorry. Oh. You're
Wait, who
not
turned my cam off? What's going on?
Neal
turned your
is
cam
forcefully
off.
turning your cam off.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. I'll start you here.
Dear audience, please excuse it. Neal is just new to this whole show thing. He just started on Twitch, so
The hang of it one
Faye,
day.
I'm asking you to turn your camera on. Do you not see the message?
Oh, you turn it. Okay.
Did you not see the message?
Ask me to turn it off, then I will turn it back on again. But if you turn it off, you know.
Okay, all right.
Just sit
all
here
right.
and go, what?
Welcome to Akuban Nights, everybody. Last we left, the party was married to Rada and raided a basilisk tomb, got themselves a horn of blasting, which thankfully they don't know the command word for yet. Otherwise, they would have gotten themselves all killed.
Almost killed ourselves.
They have a girdle of giant strength. And they have a single potion of stone to flesh. And we know this because my calendar now contains little doodles of what you do every week. And that's the doodles for what you did last week.
That's adorable.
It's so good.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You should see my other doodles, right? Like, hold on. What is this? No, that's that one.
That's the same one. Yeah.
Where is it hiding?
But
There we
that
go.
looks a little
There's
bit
a
like
Bug
a
got
fire.
healed. And then there's the
Ooh.
fighting pit. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my doodles are great. Yeah. And then here we've got the Civil War starts. Where's that? There we go. Civil War
Ooh.
starts. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
can
Professional
you show us
doodler.
when it ends? Could you show us when it ends?
I haven't drawn that one yet. I'm sorry.
Can you show us when we can
Good
we just skip all the boring middle bits and go straight to like winning? That would be
All
good.
right, guys, you're level 20. You're facing down Scoria, the red dragon, in her lair.
I cast magic missile.
Don't you
attack
know,
the darkness.
Sammy? You changed classes. You're now an underwater necromancer.
Oh yeah.
You can only raise eelgrass. It's the most horrifying ability ever.
You've never seen that Japanese horror manga, have you? With the sharks with legs that come out of the water.
Oh, I think I have. Was that bound in the same manga that had the people in walls that like slipped into
Yes,
the? Oh,
Those are
Yes,
absolutely dreadful.
Totally.
If it's evening or night, don't read that stuff. Just look it up another day.
oh.
This hole was meant for me.
Yeah,
There's
that thing is
also
fucking
the-
scary.
The woman that doesn't wake up or something, right? Have you seen that when she's in a hospital bed or something? Oh Jesus! Well, there are lots of these.
I don't know. I'm good. I'm good. No, I don't.
I can link it later if you want.
Oh, this is why I put this team together. You guys are fun. All right, let's hop into game. I think we left you guys at the Basilisk Station, right? Just chilling there.
Well, no, we
No.
basically left when Maya carried. Maya? No,
No,
Sarah.
wrong
When Sarah carried Rada into the tent.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's right. Sarah
Rival
carried
carry.
Rada into the tent, and we faded out on that.
How
Wonderful.
did my stealth check go on sneaking out with the belt and never be seeing ever again and becoming like a gladiator in
you-
Arizona?
And actually, you fell asleep and woke
Oh,
up the
damn it.
next morning having forgotten to do your plans.
Fuck yeah.
I know. So those easy naps after
Just
sex.
roll over and
So
start
rough.
snoring.
Okay. So here you guys are in the Brasslands. I'm gonna get us some Brasslandia music in the background while you decide what you want to do, where to go. Where are you going? Abenkai? Is that it?
I personally would suggest resting for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 more days before we go to Abenkai. Because I have still this wound on my side that I got from marrying Rada for 7 points of damage.
Well, it was like 14 and then halved, right?
Right, which is 7.
Yeah, 7. Good.
So,
Solid math.
yeah.
Do you really need that extra 7 HP, bud? Don't you
We're not
already
gonna be
have
doing
like
anything
60?
strenuous.
Yes,
Every
Yeah.
HP counts.
It's true.
but then I wake up and then it's only 18, so...
Just take the 60 and put it on the sheet.
HP are like votes. Each one
Okay,
matters.
sister, I believe you.
So, our barbarians, when is their hunting time? Do they go out to hunt? Is that in the mornings or like midday or
When they get hungry.
when they get hungry? Okay, so I guess the next day after the wedding, I would ask Rada if it was fine if Sammy and I accompanied their like a little hunting troop or something.
Yes.
Because they probably know where it's safe to hunt and where I don't just walk straight into a basilisk. So.
Yes. Yes. They will go with you on their hunting trip. And you'll notice as they are like cresting hills and walking around, they have these little wooden whistles that they blow on every time they go over or around a hill.
Why do you use these whistles?
Keep basilisk at bay, nods one of them.
They don't like whistling?
Specific sound, this one. And they blow it, and it's sort of like a low, long note, almost like a, what are they called, like a bassoon? Is that the right? A bosun? Something like this.
No, that. Right. So.
It's like
It isn't
Captain on
that
deck!
much
Captain on deck!
Okay.
sea whistle.
In that case, Maya's going to try and mimic that whistle sort of thing using her musical bullshit.
Well, give me a musical bullshit proficiency check. It's gonna be a tough one, though.
Definitely proficient at bullshit.
Hey.
Musical bullshit.
All right. What is my musical bullshit? That's 17. Wait, I can just push that button?
You should just be able to push the button. Boom. Wow, that's a very good roll, Maya.
Ooh.
That's a very good roll, yeah. The barbarians stop and they take a look at you and they give you like a slight applause and they batter back and forth in barbarian for a little bit before one of them turns to you and says, "You sound like Whistle. You very good with mouth."
Yes, I am. Thank you. It's nice to be appreciated.
And you guys hunt for the day.
Yeah, just something I want to do. So I want I want to fall back a little bit with Sammy, right? A little bit behind the group, so it's just the two of us. And I'll just say, Sammy, can I talk to you about something?
Of course, anytime.
So there's something I've been really worried about, and I don't know how to tell the others.
Well, there's a lot going on in the world and a lot to worry about. What is it, sister?
So I don't want to go into another tomb. I think you guys did really well in the last one, but sometimes at night I see this axe swinging down at me. I don't know if I can do it. Like when they said there was, the tomb of Brutana, when they said you can go in, but if you're not brave, then the basilisk is gonna attack you. I don't think I could have gone in there. I saw Maya just, she walked in there, but Bud didn't notice her go in. I saw her. I just didn't have it in me. Yeah. And I didn't even look at the basilisk, and I was still frozen.
I understand, Sarah. It's a difficult thing to do. Is it because of what they represent? Is it danger you face? Have you thought about this much?
When we're fighting those crabs at the beach, or when I was like getting beaten up by Rada, like I wasn't scared. Like that was all good, but it's just tombs. Just I don't know. I can't tell what it is. It's the smell, and it's so damp in there, and it's so dark, and I don't know. It just feels wrong to me.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to feel like this, Sarah. Did you want to bring this up with the others? Or?
No, I don't. I'm telling you because I know we have to move forward, and I know we have big plans and everything, and I don't want to burden the others with it. I know we have to do it, but like, if I have a moment of weakness, I need you to give me a little push in the right direction. I'm not sure if I could do it.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. That's what I've always been here for. I mean, you've always been there encouraging me of all my stupid shenanigans of when I didn't think it was right to do, and it's what we do for each other. And I'm sure if the others knew, they would support you too.
I know, but I don't know. I feel stronger if they don't know, I think.
I understand.
I don't know. Bud is a great fighter, and Maya has so many talents, I don't even know where to start. I just don't want to... Maybe if I just fake it, I'm going to be confident enough to go in there?
Maybe. They are very special siblings. They each have their own unique personalities, and we love them greatly for it. But if you want to remain strong and vigilant for them, then you always have me to come to with your doubts. It's better to vocalize them with someone at least. And I'm always grateful every time you come to me with these things. I don't see you any weaker for having these doubts. You're always my strong big sister.
Oh, I'll lean in and I'll hug Semi tight, and I'm gonna whisper in his ear, if I die, please never put me in a tomb.
All right. The rest. No, go ahead.
No response to that. No.
All right.
I was just like, well, where the fuck is she gonna go?
All right. The rest of your hunting trip goes well. You bring back some game for the rest of the camp, and everyone hangs out and feasts and eats and has a good time. And there's still post-wedding ceremonies to go on, and Rada is as what's the word? Presumptuous and demanding and lecherous as ever. And I don't know how long you guys want to stay here. Maybe forever. Did you want to stay for 6 days so Bud can gain 2 HP and then he can be healed by Sarah?
So the question is, right, I guess one evening, or I guess like in the evening when we're doing, like when we're grilling all the food, or like having the barbecue or whatever, I'm gonna say, so what about that? Have we made a decision what we want to do with this potion? Are we just taken it, or did we want to use it, or?
Well, it's obviously very valuable.
It is, in many ways. I mean, we can sell it, we can use it for ourselves, we could also try to get one of these men out of stone and get some answers, but I don't know how, how good an idea that is.
What answers do you think they'll have?
I mean, it depends. So they could be part of the group that attacked the librarian and took the list off him, right? The list that we did find with all the tombs, because obviously somebody's hunting those tombs down. It's entirely possible.
Seems unlikely. I mean, there's a lot of soldiers in this country, sister.
Yeah, but they remember the first tomb we came to, there was also a person in there? I don't think that's just a coincidence that all the tombs are suddenly getting raided and have not been before.
Did we ask Rada when they were visited? When these men showed up? I don't think we did. I think we all just assumed it was a recent thing.
I think we should at least hold on to the potion until we get out of, basilisk country.
Well, Maya, you, with the new knowledge, we could use your whistling and keep them away, or we could just take some of the whistles ourselves.
I'm sure if you ask nicely, I'm sure you could get one. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I just really don't like the idea of giving up a valuable advantage like that potion, just on the off chance that it might provide us a little bit more information. There are other ways to get information. We can just find some more of the soldiers and, ask them pointed questions.
Pointy questions?
Pointed questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That was what I was insinuating.
Stabby questions.
I mean, everybody's got fingernails, right?
As far as I know, the soldiers came after their village was attacked. I would need to ask Rada again if she could tell me if I remember wrong. But if they came after, they must have searched for a tomb. Normally, people don't just go into tombs robbing them as soldiers. They must have been searching for something, and knowing which family knows what we are searching for would at least tell us who our enemy is. Do you agree?
I mean, I just think it's a good idea to hold on to the potion. I must strongly object to this plan. Obviously, you are the king, or would be.
I am the king of the Breslands, married to Rada, the queen of the Breslands. So yeah, it seems like I am a king.
If this is your ambition, brother, that's fine.
Maya, a strange question, but a thought came to me. Was the potion in a chest?
No, it was on a shelf in the tomb.
I have an idea. There was another potion in there that we know of, right? I'm not saying we go back inside. No, that would be disastrous, but I was reading over my notes and I was checking to see if something would work, and I think if I were to stand near the tomb and cast a spell, I would be able to pull this second potion from the cave without having to go inside.
If you want to try, brother, I'll have the potion standing by just in case.
Well, I would need the potion itself. I need one of the objects to bring the other. It's how the spell works.
I'll take your word for it, but yeah, it seems like a much more reasonable idea than stumbling blindly through the darkness and hoping you don't bump into a basilisk and nearly get your leg torn off. Yes.
Yeah, you did great back there, I'm sure.
It was an adventure.
Why did you want to try now, or?
Well, we could try now, or we could try when we leave. Did we already move on from the cave camp, or not, Neal?
Yeah, it's been a day or so. It's been a couple days.
Because we moved camp to the cave.
And it's just the morning, so we shouldn't be that far off.
Well, no, there was a whole day of like running around and hunting. So I think this is that afternoon or evening, maybe.
Are we still
How
at the same
close do
time?
we need to be to the cave?
I would need to be at least 50, 100, 150 feet.
Oh, plenty.
As I said, I'm not going inside the cave.
I will accompany you, brother, just, because I'm a little bit better at listening out for things. Obviously, I'm not keeping a lookout because that would be insane, but I will keep a listen out for you, and, if I hear anything coming, I'll...
I would like to rest still, if that is okay. I don't feel so good. Could you bring back one of the statues that hasn't been eaten, hopefully?
They look heavy, bud. Like, heavy as a person.
I think Sarah might be able to manage.
Well,
And,
perhaps we could ask one of these strapping young men.
I mean,
I'm gonna flag down a passing barbarian.
yeah, I can handle you the belt.
Oh.
yeah, if I have the belt, we might be able to do it.
One of these
Yeah,
strapping
I
young
know.
barbarian men looks at you, Maya. Oh,
What's your name?
Dave.
No,
Dave?
Dave the barbarian.
I am Dave.
Oh, Dave, you look very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Are you strong enough to lift one of those statues over there?
Stretches out and
I
walks
bet
over to the
you can.
statue.
My brother was saying he didn't think you were strong enough to pick that statue up and bring it over here. I said he was wrong, and you are.
He will attempt to lift the statue. How much does what's the density of granite? In grams per cubic
You
centimeter.
looked this up before. I should have taken notes last time. Shit.
Density so it's about 2.5 to 3 times as much as a that's basalt. Wait a minute, I don't want basalt, I want granite.
2 pound.
Yeah,
It's
2.8 to 3. Okay, cool. So about 3 times as heavy as a normal person. So if that person was normally 180 pounds, all of a sudden that person is like almost 600 pounds, like 520. There's no way this guy can lift. Dave lifts with his legs and no.
Oh,
Sarah,
do any of your other friends have big muscles, perhaps?
He looks defeated, heartbroken. He hangs his head and walks away in shame.
Sarah, perhaps the girdle.
I'm not sure that. I mean, I could try, but I don't think that's gonna work either.
I mean, we only need to drag it, right?
I'm gonna look
I mean, if
around
you wanted to lose a leg.
Are there any really big barbarians around? Rather than just a passing Dave? We need a, we need a.
You need a proper Dave, not just a
We
passing
need Dave 2.0.
Unfortunately, you would need
Dave.
you would need 19 strength to be able to carry one of these things on your own. No one here is going to be that strong.
What about 2 of them?
2 of them, then 520 divided by 2 is 260. So you would need 2 people with. No, you'd need 2 Budarioses.
Like 1850 Badariuses or the 17
you need
Badarius?
1850 Badariuses.
Oh,
Rada?
God.
Maybe a Rada and a Bud together. Maybe.
Rada and Bud with the belt, maybe.
But then that's just like moving it from one place to another. We're
Yeah,
not
it
taking
doesn't. It
with us.
doesn't help because they would have to take it with them when they moved camp.
Oh
they
yeah,
would move
no,
the
it
camp.
would be
That too.
a pain in the ass.
No, it's either we use it now or we give them up. Like there's
Or we
nothing in
come
between.
back.
I think.
I mean, if you are able to get the second potion, we might use one of them and still have one in reserve.
That might be an idea. That might be an idea. Yes, I would definitely like to hang on to a spare potion though.
Well, so let's just go to the tomb and see if Sammy has learned this spell correctly.
I will go with Sammy. It's you stay here and rest, brother. You aren't the stealthiest person in the
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
You rest. Yes. No, don't come, you loud motherfucker. So yeah, I'll just sort of accompany Sammy to the tomb. Very quietly. Brother.
Very
walk
quietly.
softly on the balls of your feet. Roll your feet as you walk. Just don't make any sound at all.
Very, very quietly.
Yes, there we go. Oh, don't step on that. There's a twig there, see?
I saw that. I'm proficient in navigating the forest, Maya.
Proficient in seeing.
Yes, but are you proficient in being quiet, brother?
I'm a hunter, Maya. You know this.
Well, you guys have to be so loud bickering all the time. You walk really quietly, but you're the entire way.
Anyway, we should. Shh. Right. Don't mess
Right.
this up.
What spell are you using here?
Now, I would hope that you'd guessed already, but the spell in question is duplicate object.
Yes. It's named after the old bugs of Diablo 2, where you can dupe things forever.
This spell in question pulls the nearest item as long as it's not encased in something like lead. Which, if it's on the shelf, it should be accessible.
Yeah.
Also, I've never tried it on a specific potion, but we'll see if it works.
So this spell will, if you hold one thing in one hand, it will bring the closest duplicate or closest object of a similar type, the
Yes.
exact same type, to you. So if you're holding a sword in your one hand and you cast duplicate object, the closest sword of a similar make and style will appear in your other
Exactly.
hand, whether it's your enemy's sword or your buddy's sword or a sword on the other side of the wall. But it just goes to the closest, so it can be a little hard to aim. But when there's only 2 potions in 150 feet, well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. So the
I'm
limitations
keeping track.
are 50 feet per level and a pound per level. So I wouldn't expect this potion to be any more than 3 pounds.
No,
Probably-
potions are a pound each.
Exactly. So I cast duplicate object outside
And
the tomb.
You expend 1 silver piece worth of silver or lead dust.
Yes, I do.
What is the visualization of you casting this spell? Describe it to
So-
us.
I hold the object in one hand and the dust in the other, and I let it drop to the ground and cast an incantation, and then I lower my hand to where the silver had fallen, and it sort of shimmers in the same shape of what it would duplicate, and if there is something to duplicate, and then I grasp onto it, and the grasping brings it into my hand.
All right. Well, it appears you have 1 potion in one hand and another potion in the other hand. You have
And yeah,
2 handfuls of potions.
Let's leave quickly before it wakes up. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
You guys flee the tomb with a second potion. Congratulations, that was very clever.
Not fleeing. It's leaving. Just quickly and quietly. It's not fleeing though, okay? We're not running away. We're walking away.
Yeah, you're accurate. You're correct. I rescind my words.
My pride.
All right. Excellent. You have successfully taken the second potion. And let's pass a few more days then, I suppose.
Well, are we gonna talk about whether we want to use this second potion on statues?
Got 3 of them right here.
3 statues, not 3 potions.
Right.
Yes, but one of them is already missing 2 arms, so I think that's a bad choice.
Come back to like just of the other 2, which one looks the higher ranking? Which one's wearing like the better armor?
They're both grunts. They're both low-level, regular farmers who were called up to fight a war, and now they're turned to stone.
Do you really think they know anything, brother?
I think they were told to do something and they would know who told them to do it.
Well, yes, they're immediate superior.
Well, they're farmers.
Yes.
Whoever they would know the family of which they were following, surely. Well,
I think you overestimate the intelligence of farmers, but
and
Are they both men?
I will...
I just assumed all 3 of them were men, especially
Nope.
since
well, you would, wouldn't you?
The 2 with arms are females.
oh,
The one without arms is a male.
Don't worry though, he's armless.
Well, if we turn them back into, if we turn one back into a person, we could give her to the barbarians for their modification purposes.
and they would owe us their lives, because otherwise they would just still be stoned.
Exactly.
So you're gonna do it? You're gonna bring one of them back?
I mean, I'm voting for yes.
I'm abstaining.
Are we? Wait. Are we bringing this person back only to sell them into slavery?
Into our
We're bringing them back to question them and then to bring them back to the family.
What if?
I mean, right now they would just die. Like, don't tell me you're having doubts right now when you just said you don't know whether you even wanted to turn them back to life.
Yes.
Kind of a double standard, isn't it? Like, I mean, they could be a stone statue or they can live a life, right?
Sometimes freedom is nice, sister.
Yeah, they'll let you the person you imprisoned and tortured. They probably would have enjoyed that too.
They took their chances.
I think we're getting off the rails a bit, and
Anyway,
besides,
I didn't imprison and torture.
I already cast my vote.
the barbarians they have equal stature among their people. There are no slaves. If they were to live as barbarians, they would live as freely as possible.
I don't care about the woman that we are freeing. I want to have answers. That is the only reason why I'm voting yes. Otherwise, she could be a damn statue for the next 100 years. As far as of now, she's an enemy. And I don't have any remorse for an enemy.
With 2 votes in favor and 1 abstaining, it sounds like if this is a democratic process, we have our answer.
Mm-hmm.
I will, of course, obey your wishes as always, brother.
All right. Do you want to fix the closer or the further woman? Closer. Probably a smart idea.
I think closer. Yep.
Probably.
Let's stay as far away from the battle.
All right.
I mean, it makes sense. You sent in the real true grunts first. The one who has a little of command stays back and tells them to go in. And that's my thinking about it.
That's why
So-
I'm in the back and Bud's in the front.
who is going to be the lucky person who gets to apply the potion to the statue? Who wants
I
to
can
volunteer?
apply.
I have prior experience in oiling people up.
Well, then you do it.
Just
All right.
remember to shield their eyes and cover their mouth,
Why?
because their first thought would probably be to scream and to look at the basilisk in there.
Oh, right. Yes.
I know it is hard to pick up the statue and to carry it around, but am I strong enough to turn it around?
Yeah, you could probably
Which,
rock it back and forth on its feet and slowly wobble it around the other direction.
Very, very slowly and very carefully.
Yeah, give
So
me
not
a
trying to. Oh God.
give me a strength check. It's easy. A simple strength check. You know, 2%, 10% chance of failure.
I didn't update it yet, so there's plus one more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 37. That's good.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You turn the statue around, and
I
it
oil the
seems
statue up.
wonderful. And as you oil it up, it slowly begins to become soft, and then it turns into a full-fledged person. Doo-doo.
I will
Like that.
immediately put my hand over her mouth and just be like, don't say anything. Yes. There is a basilisk very... I'm just going to whisper in her ear, there's a basilisk very close to us. You might want to stay quiet. Good. Come this way.
She walks with you away from the cave. Okay.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Where'd the captain go? Who are you? What happened to everyone else?
Yes. You know there was a basilisk?
Did I die? Is this heaven?
No.
You were turned to stone.
But I'm not. I'm flesh and blood.
We revived you.
Well, then you have my deepest gratitude. What year is it?
Oh God. What year is it?
It is the year 1511.
Okay, so the same year. Is
Yes,
the
you
war
haven't
over?
been- No.
Did we win? Wait a minute.
It is
aren't-
the
That entirely depends on which we you are.
It is the early. It is early May.
So I've been a rock for a week? 2 weeks?
About
Aren't
that,
you the
yeah.
Herazim family? I think
that
I'm
be a
supposed
problem
to
if you
arrest
were?
you, but she just like drops her spear and unhooks her shield and tosses it to the ground. But I kind of owe you, so
You can keep your weapons.
How would you like to serve us instead? Being as how you owe us a life debt and all.
oh. Does that mean I get to go home eventually?
Yes, I'm sure that can be arranged.
Well,
It means you're on the side. It means you're on the side of those that want to unite the kingdom, and don't want to see it shattered like it is right now. I only want peace for our families.
Well, I can get behind that. So, do I have to say some fancy words or do a thing?
Pledge your allegiance to our brother the king, of course.
She puts one hand in the air and the other hand over her heart, other way, and says, I pledge allegiance to King Badarios of the Akuban Kingdom, and for the values and principles that he will uphold. One nation of many Akubans under the gods.
I look
Indivisible.
around. Does anyone carry a sword? No.
No.
Well,
Just take a spear.
I go to her, put both my hands on her shoulders. What is your name, child?
Jane.
Jane, welcome to the Royal Guard of the Harazim family. I adopt thee, and I give her, with my flat hand, I give her a smack across the face. Lady Jane of the Royal Guard.
Lady Jane. She bows deeply. Thank you, my lord, my liege, my king.
Never seen it done quite like that before, brother.
Yes, my king is enough.
Your improvisational skills are quite amazing.
Shut up! I might have adapted some barbarian influences. I'm sorry. Now,
So-
we would have some questions for you.
Anything, my lord.
Who sent you to this tomb?
She gives a low sigh. Major Sira Shazarin. Kel Sira Shazarin. Major Kel? Kel Major? Does the rank come before the honorific? She's a knight and a major in the army. How about that? I was never much one for. She looks at her gear, soldiering.
Can we do a check for her position in the family?
Yes, she is a random peasant levy that has been raised. She is
No,
normally.
I mean,
Oh.
the for the Shazarine one, not for the farmer.
Someone give me a heraldry check if you have it.
But you have that shit, right? You have heraldry. Do I have heraldry?
Does anyone have heraldry?
Doesn't someone have heraldry?
I think Bud has heraldry. Don't you have the heraldry? Bud?
Yes, I have heraldry. I know
we go.
basically all families and signs and marks.
Give me a heraldry
I'll
check,
do-
bud.
Well, the skill says I only need it if it's not inside my kingdom. So for Drekis,
Yeah, if you were
But
just trying to
before-
identify a flag or something, no problem. But like to know who this specific person is, I'd like a heraldry check.
which attribute do you want to use? Strength?
Heraldry should key off of charisma.
Oh, charisma. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. That's a 22.
Strength-based heraldry?
Wonderful. 22 is not quite enough. I was looking for a 25 or higher. So you've not heard of this particular person before. Yeah.
Well, I don't know him personally. He can't be that quite high in the family, I say.
Wait, can you repeat
But-
the name again? What was it?
Sira.
How do you write that?
Sira. I'm sorry, I can't read or write. I don't know my letters.
Right.
Neal, you said everyone can read and write.
I said the player characters can read and write,
Do as he says,
But-
not as he does.
not like random peasant civilians. Like, she's a seamstress. All she does is sew shit. And all of a sudden now she's got chainmail and a spear, and people are asking
right.
these
My
questions
new
about how to
character.
spell, and there's a basilisk, and now she's a
The new character's gonna be a
Kingsguard.
peasant.
A seamstress,
can-
you say?
She can make us a tent.
She can make you a tent, she can make you...
She can fix up my frickin' dress.
Yes, I can.
Wonderful.
But
I'm so glad we don't do that.
I personally think that the title of nobility supersedes the title in the army. So, I mean, royalty over military. So, the knighthood should come first, if anything is. But, well, it might be interesting for you to know, Lady Jane, that the only people who know about the tomb and our search for it are those that have betrayed my father and are responsible for his assassination.
Okay.
Which is very sad.
Yes.
Well, nonetheless, I am. I'm happy you are here and you're around. Offer us as much assistance as you can for the time now. As you see, we don't have many. We don't have an army yet. But we have found some friends. A bit rough around the edges. And but they are friendly once you get to know them. I guess we slowly walk to the barbarian camp.
Yes. The barbarians are.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
No, go, please.
All right, I'm going to go arm in arm with Jane and just be like, so this must be very confusing for you.
Yes.
Don't worry, dear. We'll look after you.
Thank you.
You said you were a seamstress, though, right?
I was. I am. I am. No, I was. I'm a Kingsguard now.
Are you happy to do a little seamstressing on the side? Because quite frankly, my wardrobe has taken something of a battering.
To be honest, I'd rather be playing with needles than with spears.
Yes, I do miss my embroidery, so...
Well, show it to me.
Certainly, come this way. I was going to take her off to the tent and just be like, look at this, it's water spotted. Oh my god, what can I do?
Oh my god, what happened? You don't... Oh,
giant crocodiles. Giant crocodiles.
She sets to work trying her best to patch your clothes in a way that will be aesthetically pleasing even after they're fixed. You know, because sometimes if you like stitch something together, it's clearly that there's just a seam,
you
and
can
so
conceal it in a dart sort of thing.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, that is that. Let me make a little note that you've unstoned a person. Oh god, how do you draw a person not being turned to stone anymore? Okay, well, the next day.
Just draw a stake.
Draw a person with a potion being poured all over them.
Draw a little stone and then an arrow and then a stake.
What?
Like you do a little stick figure and then a stone and then an arrow and then a
Stone
stake.
to flesh.
Stone to flesh, Neal.
Okay.
Not that difficult.
A steak? Like
Yeah.
a T-bone steak or like a driving it into a vampire steak?
No, like a T-bone steak. For the flesh. Jesus, is that so difficult? Oh dear.
I don't know, something
Well, or something.
All right. I've got our little doodle. That's even better.
What day was it? The 14th?
Yep.
Great.
There you go.
Oh,
Person with a potion being dumped to... That's the potion that's being dumped on them. And then she became alive afterwards.
All turn stone back to flesh, people.
You need a little Maya rubbing it in. You need a little Maya rubbing it in as well.
That is more detail than I can do at this point in time. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure next time he sees it, he will say that's the first time the party took a shower after 5 weeks of traveling.
Hey, I've been bathing in the rivers. All right.
So from which town are you, or a village, Jane?
Grass Hill.
Grass Hill. Where's Grass Hill, Neal?
It's some fucking no-name village in the middle of nowhere. You've
Okay.
never heard of this podunk place.
Okay, but is it near Talushar or near Abu? Okay, good. Well, I've never heard of it, but it must be a lovely village. Now, well, welcome to our newfound friends.
She bows deeply and gives you a smile. And as you get back to the camp with the rest of the barbarians, they look a little bit surprised to see you coming back with a soldier of the enemy. And they draw weapons and approach. Rada says to you, you found captive. Excellent. We will beat her head in until she speaks.
No.
No?
Esteemed sister.
Sister? Of yours?
In-law.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
As in, you are
welcome.
my
Family
esteemed
is
sister.
welcome. Would you like to get married?
I meant that you are my esteemed. No. She has joined our cause. She has sworn herself to our family. She is friend now.
She switches sides?
Yes.
She's a traitor.
No. We saved her life. She owes us a life debt now.
Life debt. Life debt.
Yes.
She translates into barbarian, and there's lots of head nods, and weapons get put down, and people go back to what they were doing before.
Also, she's a seamstress.
I imagine there's no
She
barbarian
does seem
word for
very
that.
stressed.
She makes clothes. Pretty clothes. Very nice. I like pretty clothes. I know you don't.
Yeah, Rada has no appreciation for these things.
It's fine. Everybody, well for me.
Wonderful. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do aside from rest and heal?
During my rest tonight, I would like to look up at the stars, Neal.
The stars, yes.
And I would like to know, well, someone else would like to know, but I'm doing it on their behalf, whether the Malchus stars are in the sky.
Let me take a look at what the night sky looks like at this point in the year. Constellations in May.
Yeah. The beta tool kind of shows it that it should be there.
Yeah, stars are totally in the sky.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Right? What year is it? Is it 1510, 1511?
1511.
Yeah, they're totally there. They're just chilling.
While I did
Great
my
that
duty to
you-
McTacky.
Yeah. Good that you tackled this situation. That's good.
Okay.
So one of those nights, can I ask Rada how we're going to find her again if we want to come back?
You are people of the hill. You come and you find.
Okay. But you will keep moving around your
Yes.
camp, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you walk around and we walk around, and one day we run into each other, and then we find each other.
I don't think I ever asked you, but what do those stakes mean? Is that like the border of your land? That's the border, right?
Yes. It tell people to stay away.
Okay. Also, where do you get those whistles from?
I make them. We
Did we
make
do-
them.
Borrow
Because Sammy,
some?
Sammy has like, I think Sammy wants one of them. In case we come, you know, if we come back, so we can make it safely here.
I cannot give one to little Sammy.
What about me?
Yes.
Can you give one to me?
Yes.
Can I have it?
Oh, I'm
She
not
will
in the
give you a whistle.
family.
I will carry it around my neck, the whistle.
All right. Please add one basilisk whistle to your neck.
Oh yes, to my neck. How
To
heavy
your
is it,
character
Neal?
sheet. To your
It's a
character sheet,
kilo.
sorry.
That 1 kilo whistle. Okay. Okay.
So, do we have any other plans for the next days? Or are we able to just chill and relax and see what happens in the meantime?
The barbarians just living life. You know, it's a pleasant 5 days. It's like being on a vacation. They just hang around and have a good time and chat. You can't understand most of what they're saying, but everyone seems to be having a great time. There's music and dancing and eating and games and contests and sleeping outdoors in uncomfortable situations. But, you know, there's a lot of you in, well, for at least Bud and Sarah, there's a lot of you in the tent. So, you know, it's nice and warm and cozy. Maya and Sammy might have rougher sleeping conditions.
Wait, why would I? Oh, yes, of course.
Because Bud's
Because
in.
there's big.
Couldn't Sarah sleep with Rada? Faye, you're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, am I sleeping with Bud in Rada's tent, or are we taking turns?
I mean, yeah, she's got one tent and she
What?
piles all of her spouses into it, and that's her tent.
Yeah, so we are supposed to sleep in her tent as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're married to her.
In that case, I'll share with
There's
Sam.
no there's no Game of Thrones thing going on here.
No, it's just sleeping. Regular, everyday
Snuggles.
unconsciousness. Yes. We're not
We're
not implying anything else.
If we're sleeping, I'll speak that to Sam. He's just like, I am so glad that I didn't get back to anybody.
Don't worry. There's still someone waiting for you back home.
Oh no! I'm sure he would have died or been married off to someone else by now. I'm sure. There's no way.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen to him.
I don't care if something bad happens to him. I do not want to get married to a child, brother.
You're surprisingly easy to taunt.
Sammy, you have to sleep sometime. Just remember that.
Yeah.
I know we haven't always been particularly close. What with me, not really getting to hang out with you that much as children, because I was the second-class child. But yes, actually, going on.
Not to me, Maya. You're not a second-class child.
It's nice that you can say that. Doesn't change the reality of the situation, but it's nice you can say that. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to bed. Good night.
So grumpy.
She just turns around and that's all there is to going to bed. Grabs the blanket.
Yes. All
High
your
face.
blankets, well, just all of the blankets.
All right. A few days later, how long do you need, Bud? Did you need 3, 4, 5 more days?
6 days in total, sadly.
6 days from when you were at the fighting pit. So that was on the 12th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 18th. So that is another 3 more days after that night of resting and socializing and having a good time. But eventually, all good times must come to an end. And with your 2 people, Yasi and Jane, in tow, the party is going to set forth for...
Are we taking Jane with us?
Are you not?
Loyal retainer, cannon fodder. Fuck yeah! I am totally agitating to take the
All right.
seamstress with a spear. Thanks.
It's her new name.
Yeah, it's like hobo with a shotgun, but seamstress with a spear.
Yeah. Last we checked in, you guys were going to head to Abenkai to try and go raid Duncan Sparksteel's tomb. Is that where you're
Yes.
still going to go?
I think that's
Well,
still the plan.
Okay. Then we're going to take...
I think.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, it's fine.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will adventure. We're going to try and break into a
Hooray!
city.
Yay.
It'll be exciting.
Wayo.
All right. We'll see you guys on the other side of a break. Bye-bye, everyone.